This is Munich. Every autumn, the city explodes into colour, music, and celebration. For 2 unforgettable weeks, millions of people flood its streets to raise a glass to beer, brass bands, and Bavarian pride. Over 7 million litres of beer are poured, thousands of pretzels baked, and millions of euros exchanged. It's loud, colourful, chaotic, and incredibly lucrative. Oktoberfest isn't just a cultural tradition, it's a business powerhouse. Behind every stein and sausage is a vast network of breweries, vendors, hotels, and local workers, together generating more than 1.25 billion euros for the city's economy each year. What began as a royal wedding over 2 centuries ago has grown into a global symbol of celebration, proving that tradition and enterprise can thrive side by side. But the true measure of Oktoberfest's success isn't just in how many pints are poured, it's in how deeply it fuels Munich's economy. Behind the scenes, this 2-week celebration drives year-round prosperity for the city, from tourism and hospitality to fashion, food, and local craftsmanship.
Best party in Germany.
It's the best party in Germany, yeah.
There's nothing like this in the US, so we want to make it here and experience it for ourselves.
Experience the culture.
Yeah,
totally.
Although the festival lasts only 3 weeks, its impact resonates all year. In 2023, visitors spend over 500 million euros on accommodation and travel. Around 6 million people attend, with 20% arriving from outside Bavaria and 15% traveling from abroad, many from the United States. Tourists also love dressing the part. Traditional Bavarian attire, lederhosen and dirndls, typically cost between 150 and 250 euros, providing a steady stream of income for local tailors and shops. The festival also generates between 12,000 and 13,000 seasonal jobs, from cooks and servers to musicians, security staff, and cleaners. For many, Oktoberfest wages are a crucial financial boost before winter. Hotels and restaurants are fully booked months in advance, often doubling their prices during the event. For local businesses, these 2 weeks can make up a significant portion of their annual profit. Even for companies outside retail and tourism, the festival is vital for strengthening internal bonds and building relationships with clients. For decades, local companies have invited colleagues and business partners to join them at one of the legendary beer tents. These tents are the centerpiece of the festival, 14 large beer halls and about 20 smaller ones, each operated by long-established Munich breweries and restaurateurs. And don't mistake them for pop-up parties. These are multi-million euro operations. This year alone, festival goers downed 6.5 million litres of beer at about 15 euros per litre. That's nearly 100 million euros in beer sales. And none of it happens by chance. Months before the first toast, the 6 official Munich breweries, Augustiner, Hackerscore, Hofbrau, Löwenbräu, Paulaner, and Spaten, begin brewing a special Oktoberfest beer. It's made in massive batches, then stored in chilled tanks to stay perfectly fresh until the festivities begin. When it's finally time to serve, a high-tech network takes over. Each tent is supplied by a 260-metre pipeline system feeding 3 28,000-litre tanks. These underground lines deliver beer straight from storage to the taps, maintaining the ideal temperature and pressure. An automated system tracks everything, from flow rate to freshness, sending live updates to brewery staff. The result? A beer poured every 4 seconds, served at a crisp 37 degrees Fahrenheit, ensuring every stein tastes exactly as the brewers intended. But pouring millions of perfect beers is only part of the story. Behind the scenes, Munich's brewers are just as obsessed with protecting the integrity of their beer as they are with serving it fast. The German Reinheitsgebot, or purity law, celebrates its 500th anniversary, making it the oldest food safety law still in existence. The law limits German beer brewers to just 4 ingredients: malt, hops, yeast, and water. Considering Germany exports $1.38 billion worth of beer annually, it pays to have high standards, and to stick to them. Those same high standards don't stop at Germany's borders. In fact, they've helped turn Oktoberfest into one of the country's most powerful cultural experts, a brand so iconic it's been reimagined everywhere, from Brazil to Beijing. Oktoberfest's reach now extends far beyond Munich. Today, versions of the festival appear in more than 100 countries, from massive celebrations in Cincinnati and São Paulo to stylish beer halls in Tokyo and Beijing. Many of these offshoots began with German expatriates, especially in regions with strong immigrant roots like southern Brazil or the American Midwest. For them, Oktoberfest became a form of cultural preservation, a way to honor their heritage and share Bavarian traditions with new communities abroad. But the newer, more commercial festivals, especially those in Asia, tell a different story. In places like Beijing, where there's very little German population, Oktoberfest has evolved into an experience economy event. Visitors aren't just coming to drink beer, they're coming to feel German for the weekend. Authenticity has become the key selling point. Organizers import beer from Munich, hire German bands, and even fly in staff to run the tents. Some go further, paying substantial licensing fees for the rights to call their event the real Oktoberfest. Yet the globalization of the brand brings both opportunity and risk. Since 2022, the name Oktoberfest has been protected as a trademark within the European Union, giving Munich greater control over how its cultural symbol is used. Beyond Europe, however, that protection fades, and countless festivals have adopted the Oktoberfest concept as their own. Interestingly, Munich's officials don't oppose these international versions outright. When organized with respect for Bavarian traditions, the beer, the music, the communal spirit, they view them as cultural ambassadors, spreading appreciation for the original event. The danger lies in what happens when imitation turns into commercialization. If global versions drift too far from their roots, Oktoberfest risks losing the very identity that made it a cultural treasure in the first place. Oktoberfest's enduring power lies not in nostalgia, but in adaptation. Munich has managed to preserve a 19th century ritual while turning it into a 21st century industry, a balancing act few traditions achieve. The festival's success shows how cultural identity can coexist with commercial ambition, provided the story stays authentic. As imitation festivals multiply across the world, Munich's challenge isn't to compete, but to remain the reference point, the original against which every copy is measured. In that sense, Oktoberfest isn't frozen in history, it's a living example of how heritage evolves without losing its flavor.